Hi, my name is Wayne Baker. I'm the faculty director of the Center for Positive Organizations at the University of Michigan Ross School of Business. I study generosity, values, reciprocity, and positive organizational scholarship. So if you helped a friend and a friend helped you in return, then the two of you would be practicing what we call reciprocity. Suppose your friend didn't help you after you helped your friend. You'd be pretty upset. The reason is that your friend violated the principle of reciprocity. Now, reciprocity is one of the most powerful, fundamental human principles there is. This principle is a part of every group and every society. We experience it in our daily lives. But this form of reciprocity, you help me and I help you, isn't the most powerful form of reciprocity. The most powerful form is what we call generalized reciprocity. Think of it as pay it forward, where gratitude drives paying it forward. So you help me, and I'm more likely to help you, but I also feel grateful for the help I received, and I pay it forward, and I help a third person who helps a fourth and a fifth, and eventually all comes back around to us. That's generalized reciprocity. Now, this form of reciprocity operates in a network of connections. It spreads help and resources throughout the network. It's the way we get the resources we need to be productive, creative, and happy. Now, we might assume that the biggest barrier to reciprocity is that people are unwilling or unable to help. But that's not the case. What we found is that people are generous. They're very willing to help. The real problem is getting people to ask for what they need. The request is the catalyst that really drives the whole giving and receiving process. You can think of giving and receiving as two parts of one cycle. There's no giving without receiving, no receiving without giving, and nothing happens until someone makes a request. You're not a mind reader. You can't figure out what someone wants until they actually tell you what they need. The biggest barrier to asking for what you need is often the assumption that you feel that people will think you are incompetent, or you can't do your job, or you're weak, or you're ignorant. Here, the research can be very helpful for updating and correcting that belief. The research shows that as long as you make a thoughtful, intelligent request, people will think you are more competent, not less. Now, the coronavirus crisis has thrown our lives out of kilter. Most of us are working at home now, all alone. So now, more than ever, it's critical to reach out and ask for what you need. It could be accurate information. It could be an expert you need to talk to. It could be just emotional support or someone to lend you a helping hand. No one can help you unless you ask. And when you ask, you'll discover that people are extremely generous. Now, the best position to be is what I call a giver-requester. This is the person who generously helps other people, and they make requests when they have a need for information, for ideas, for an expert, for a connection, a referral, whatever it might be. So what I urge you to do is to take two actions. The first is to look for opportunities to help other people. Look for people in need. You might have to ask a few questions in order to learn what they need, and then think about how you can help them. Perhaps you've got the resource or the answer and you can share it with that person, or you can tap your network and make an introduction to that person. The other part is to ask for what you need. Remember, it's the request that drives the whole process of reciprocity and generosity. So I urge you to do both, to be generous and to ask for what you need.